This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Today we're dealing with a Maytag Epic front load washing machine that won't drain. My suspicion is that something's caught in the coin trap. So I'm going to unplug it, I'm going to pull it away from the wall, and then I'm going to carefully lean it back to about 40 degrees. And this is so it's a little bit easier to get to the drain components, and also if there's any water left in the tub, it pushes the water way back to the back of the tub and helps to keep it from leaking out. Because even though you bail out as much water as you can, there's usually a little bit left. So it's good to kind of lean it back. Make sure it's really stable so it's not going to fall on your feet or crash back down. So get it to a point where it feels like it's not teetering, but it's going to really stay. So I'm just bailing out as much water as I can. Now that it's at an angle, the water pools up a little bit better in the back, which makes it easier to get to. I'm just using a couple of bowls to get that out. And now I'm going to use a 1/4-inch drive socket to get out the 1/4-inch screws. There's 3 of them at the bottom of the bottom panel. Once those are off, you can just gently pry the panel towards you, and then we have the coin trap exposed right in front of you, so it's really easy to get to. Might be good to put down a towel underneath it, and then you just want to go lefty-loosey with this big dial. I usually use a crescent wrench or a pair of pliers to kind of get it going because they're usually pretty tight. And then once you fully turn it, maybe about 4 times, you can pull the coin trap towards you, and you may find that there's some things caught in it that are making it drain slowly or maybe not drain at all. Things just kind of build up over time. So we're just spinning this until it comes loose. And this one ended up having a lot of stuff caught in it. So we got it loose, I pulled it out, and there was just so much stuff that the poor drain motor just couldn't drain the water. So we found a pair of underwear and a bra pad, and then there was some collar stays and a key and some coins and bobby pins and lots of lint. So this is probably what you'll find. And just want to get this stuff out with your fingers and then wash it underneath the sink to get every bit of the lint and all the things out of the way. You want to make sure all those holes are clear because the water is supposed to flow through those. So if your drain is going slowly or not at all, this probably is what's going on. I'm also going to reach in here. On my right-hand side, there's a little hole where the drain impeller lives. And I want to reach in there with my finger and just see if I can turn it. It should be able to move fairly freely. It does have like a little bit of a magnetic pull to it, so it'll spin about, not a full rotation, but a partial rotation, and then there'll be a little bit of a magnetic feel to it. I'm going to use a little tool to see if I can spin it. Sometimes hair ties or something wrap around these, and then it's a little bit harder to fix. You have to remove the drain and take it apart. In this case, I was able to move it freely, so I know that what was keeping it from draining was just all that stuff caught in the coin trap. So I'm just going to push the coin trap back in, and then I'll go righty-tighty to get it tightened up, and I'll use the crescent wrench again to get it fully tight. There's a little plastic piece that'll lock against a plastic piece on the housing, so you know it's as tight as it can get. There we go. And then it's just a matter of putting the panel back on and testing it out. So the panel has a couple little pins you push up into the top, and then just got to add the 3 1/4-inch screws back. But having it at an angle like this makes it a lot easier. Just again, be careful that it won't fall. It might be good to put something underneath to support it. And this one had a outlet that had tripped, so I'm just resetting it. I'm just pushing the button here until it clicks, and that allows power to flow back to the outlet. These are kind of like the breakers at your breaker box, but they're actually at the outlet. So then we're just going to carefully set the machine back down, we'll plug it in, and then we'll test it out, make sure it's going to work. So I filled it with some water, and then you can set it to spin, and then it should drain. So this one drained really good again, and that's all it was just a bunch of stuff it built up over time. But they do make these pretty easy for you to clear the drain. And again, here's the stuff that we pulled out. If you have a knit bag that you put a bra in, or you put little socks, or you put small underwear, it'll keep it from being pulled into the drain. So these knit bags have a little zipper on them, and water can flow through them, but they won't let small things be pulled into the drain system. And it's always good to empty your pockets. So thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe when you get a chance.